Hello friends, welcome back. We'll continue the MCQs series of Indian economy. So again, welcome to all of you to Rudresh Arthopadyaya YouTube channel. And please like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon, okay? And share to as many people as possible. And since it is a continuation series, the video will be very short because I'm going to complete the second question. And with reference to G20 common framework, G20 is very important this year because India is proceeding the G20 2022. So that is the reason India is the president of G20 2022. That is the reason whatever the events or things comes with respect to G20, it is important for all of us, right, to know about G20 and its frameworks, etc., etc. So as far as the examination point of view is concerned, okay, so this was a 2022 prelims question, and a common framework consider the following statements. First statement says it is an initiative endorsed by G20 together with the Paris Club. It is a very factual question, absolutely correct. If you know the statement, then only you could able to answer this, right? Second says it is an initiative to support low income countries with unsustainable debt. Sometimes question will come to your mind. The G20 is majority of the developed and developing countries. It is an organization of developed and developing countries. So is this organization really going to support the least developed countries or low income countries? That question do come, but the statement is correct. Okay, don't go for such an analysis because this is also a factual thing. Whenever two factual things are there, you have to be carefully answer them. Right, the question demands which of the statements given above are correct. So both the statements are correct as far as the questions are concerned. So let me give you some of the information about G20 and the Paris Club. See, G20, it is a regional, or you can say it is the world's largest advanced, emerging economies are its members because it is consisting of such members. The largest and advanced emerging economies, you can easily come to know because it is representing 2/3 of the world's population and 85% of the global GDP and over 75% of the global trade, which means it is a very, very powerful economic organization, right? The members of the G20 are, because why I am covering members also, because before last year 2021 UPSC asked a question about G20 members. So that is the reason members are important. So Argentina is there, Australia is there, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, please remember South Korea, or Mexico, Russia and Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, and United Kingdom and United States and European Union. These are all the countries, but you have to remember India is a member in G20 because it is preceding 2022. So you must know if you don't know. And second thing, Pakistan is not there. Second thing you should remember, Pakistan is not a member. Third, Russia is there, but Ukraine is not there. You got it? So this is what you have to remember here. Okay, becomes important. The G20 presidency rotates annually because annually the presidency will be rotating from one country to another country. Now it is a term of India. So India is representing. So that is about G20. Now let us see what is this Paris Club. Paris Club is an informal group. This is very important. See, and I must tell you here, because since there is India's presidency here, right, in G20, because it does not have any permanent secretariat, which means it is not having any office in some secretariat office is located here, some headquarter is located here, something is not like that, because year on year the presidency shifts actually. Wherever the presidency is there you can call it as a secretariat. There is no permanent secretariat for G20. Please remember, if UPSC says the G20's permanent secretariat is located in Paris, the statement is going to be wrong. In New York, it is going to be wrong. In Delhi, it is going to be wrong. Wherever it may be, because it doesn't have any permanent secretariat, it is going to be wrong only. Correct? Please remember this. And it is a responsibility of the G20 presidency country or the president to bring together all the G20 members and prepare an agenda in consultation with other members of the G20. Please remember this point. Okay. Next is Paris Club. The Paris Club is an informal group of creditor nations, the countries which are given loans, whose objective is to find workable solutions to payment problems, followed by debtor nations. We'll see what exactly it is. The Paris Club has 22 permanent members. It got 22 permanent members, including most of the Western European and Scandinavian nations, including US and United Kingdom and Japan, which means almost developed countries. So Paris Club will actually assist by providing credit. Okay, because these are the developed countries providing credit to developing countries. Okay, so this is what is all about the Paris Club, because wherever the payment problems are there with respect to the low developed nations, they will be assisting them through payments, that means loans. Okay, now we finally come to this common framework. What exactly is this common framework? Okay, there is a little important things are there, please carefully observe. The common framework for debt treatment beyond the debt service suspension initiative, please remember DSSI, debt service suspension initiative. See, this is very simple. Developed nations, most of these Paris Club and G20 nations, given loans to low income nations, which means low developed countries, or LDCs. They given LDCs. What they given? Credit. They provided loans to them. Getting the point? Because now, particularly during COVID-19 time, these least developed countries are not able to pay their loan to developed nations. And at the same time, they were not able to manage their domestic affairs, such as health facilities to their people, providing health facilities to their respective country citizens or their own people, and not able to fight against the COVID. Whenever these least developed countries or low income countries facing such a problem during COVID-19, the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank requested the G20 country and the Paris Club to make some framework. So that is how this debt service suspension initiative started. So that is how the least developed countries' debt was suspended. Okay, even it is requested to participate the private players also, the one who given loans to these countries, the private players, but only one private organization shown interest, because who will want to suspend their loans given? But on a moral grounds, on an ethical ground, they should have done, but governments of the countries done, not the private players. Okay, the extension of this DSSI is nothing but common framework, because it got some time period only for 2021. It given time for around 12 months only. Okay, the countries who wanted to suspend their loans, they should have applied for this G20 by within 1 year, and those cases will be taken off. Okay, out of 70 countries, around 70 countries were recognized for this. Out of that, around 43 countries utilized this opportunity. The same thing to extend the facility requested by some of the countries. That is the reason even after 2021 also, for one more term, this suspension of loans announced by the G20 countries and Paris Club, which is called famously as common framework, which means debt service suspension initiative is again continuing. That is common framework. It is an initiative endorsed by the G20 together with the Paris Club. Okay, so dates are given because the 1st November to support it in the structural manner, low income countries with unsustainable debt, which means they are not able to pay them because it is not sustainable debt. Getting the point? Which is not generating the many assets. The common framework considers debt treatment driven by request from eligible debtor countries. Okay, the one who are actually eligible, because it is not given to every country. Eligibility must be there. The country should be very poor and they are not able to pay the loan, and the loan must be unsustainable debt. Getting the point? If these conditions are fulfilled, then the country will be recognized. So far, only 3 countries requested for that. First country requested was Chad, Ethiopia, and Zambia. All of them are African countries. Have made request for debt relief under the common framework. Please remember, Chad, Ethiopia, and Zambia. and each case has experienced significant delays, because verification should be done, after that only, they will be recognized. So that's it for the day, because this is, since it was a pending thing I wanted to cover, I covered it, and probably next video will be covering tomorrow. And also I will mention you one more thing here. I'm also thinking to bring one more program to the same, because see, now we are doing many series. We are doing NCRT series, we are doing MCQ series, and I'm also bringing one more series that will be revealing by tomorrow. Okay, so you wait for it and watch it tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye bye.